This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of
enough. You can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price that you can get Truefire All Access for. So it's World String Change Day, which is, as you probably imagine, a day that Dario made up. But I think it's actually not a bad idea at all to give your instrument a bit of a spring clean potentially. So I've got some strings, but I thought what I would do, because it's Father's Day coming up too soon, right, as well. Now this is the first guitar that I played, put my hands on. I was 4 and I quickly wasn't allowed to play it anymore because of these little marks here, which happened from the wooden floor at my house in Sussex. I lived in, was it 4 Cockay's Cottages? Anyway, somewhere towards East Sussex. Now this is an old Yamaha CJ838sii. I don't know the exact year, I think it's like 70s, but it's been kind of, not neglected, but sat on a stand for ages. Before that I was in a shipping container for a while, and yeah, it's my dad's guitar. He ordered this at a time when you had to like wait for guitars, if you imagine that's the thing, like ordering a guitar from a guitar shop that then came over from Japan. I think he ordered the case separately. I think he's told me it was something like £200, £100 for the case. See, it's a bit of a dusty boy, but also fretboard. I've not seen something quite this before. It's a little bit weird. It almost seems like. Anyway, we'll see what happens once I sort of treat that. But yeah, Yamaha Country Jumbo. Basically, it's a rip-off of a Gibson, right? So Dario had this hydrate thing, which I'm going to slather on this fretboard because it looks pretty dry. I've also got some Monty's fretboard conditioner, which I might put on after this. Another thing to potentially use is like lighter cleaner, right? Here's the thing that you never really actually get on a miss on a relic guitar, is like the way that you get like divots in the fretboard on a rosewood board. They never really seem to do that. Look at that. All of that wear done by either Dad or me, but mostly Dad, I think. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Keeping it in the family. I guess with acoustics, I really don't like these bits here, but I think D'Addario actually make a thing. I should have asked them about that. But yeah, this is going to need the fretboard cleaned, and D'Addario actually do make, which they didn't ask me to feature, but I've got it here anyway, like a little set for sort of cleaning guitar. D'Addario, I've worked with on a few videos, so they kind of do some regular-ish sponsored videos. They approached me for this, and I thought it made sense anyway because I use D'Addario strings. I use D'Addario picks. I use the Black Ice 1.5mm picks. So it's kind of like, for me, kind of the perfect partnership because it's the strings that I've used for years anyway. So, and the picks that I've used. Got this kind of spray cleaner if you've got a guitar that is glossy like this, which I'm sure some of you do. They've also got like buffing sets and stuff like that, but I wouldn't use that on a guitar like this because it's kind of like it's pretty old. That's sort of the point. So, but getting rid of some of the filth on here is not a bad idea, and it's doing quite a nice job at that. I remember just kind of like staring at, I've always loved the look of rosewood. This is a laminate. But I still think there's something very attractive about rosewood of any form. Shout out to my friends at Monty's. This is the stuff that I put on a fretboard to keep it kind of lubricated and fed. Monty's guitar instrument food. Just before I put the strings on, the new ones. Just slather it over. Okay, so I've got a 3-pack of D'Addario 12 to 53s to put on here. Coated because these, I think, according to some of you Nashville guys out there, are better for recording with, whoop, there goes that one. So, do 2 at a time. D'Addario, I've just looked at it, they make this string like peg puller, which if I'd known I would have ordered that for this video. There we go. Right, so we'll do 2 at a time so that I'm using the same pegs for the same hole. Still can't believe this is a thing. Whoa! Right. I imagine as well, the more you do it, the more it feels just like part of what you do, rather than even. Good, right. It's basically done. We just need to do the old clippity cloppity clip clips. I like to clip these a little bit longer just in case there's a bit of slippage, which when you get to a certain age is to be expected. So there it is. the most important guitar I ever played, the first one, the one that really did set me down a path of just being obsessed with this thing. Now that fretboard looks perfect, right? It's just a nice old fretboard at this point. Beautiful little Yamaha guitar. It's not little, it's huge. Just needed a little bit of TLC. Give some to your guitar today. World String Change Day. Making it change one string at a time. Or something. Cheers to Dario. Cheers to you lot for watching. If you got this far. I hope you're having a good day and maybe get a chance to stick a new set of strings on and enjoy that feeling for a bit. Dad can go and play this one.